In the news tonight, police and Agricola residents shared different versions on shooting.
There was lying, he didn't have no gun.
And no progress in talks between GTU and the Ministry of Education.
There are two critical issues that we highlighted. One would have been the interim payout, which gives a safety net for teachers who have taken a stand with the union.
The Guyana Police Force and some Agricola residents have different versions of a shooting incident which happened on Saturday night in Brutus Street. That incident has left two villagers with gunshot injuries. The police are reporting that police ranks acting on information received seized an unlicensed 9mm pistol from a 31-year-old unemployed man. The statement explained that the 31-year-old Agricola resident resisted arrest and he, along with another man who attempted to attack one of the police ranks with a cutlass, were both shot to the left knee and left ankle respectively. According to the police, at the time of the shooting, the 31-year-old resident was sitting in front of his premises on Brutus Street in the company of several men. The ranks approached him, told him that they received information that he had an illegal firearm in his possession and requested to carry out a search of his person. He refused and started behaving in a hostile manner. The ranks attempted to search him, but he reached to his pants crotch, pulled out a 9mm pistol and pointed it at the ranks. One of the ranks, who was armed with a service pistol, discharged a round in his direction, which hit him in the knee. He fell to the ground and the firearm fell next to him. A rank took possession of the gun, and as the ranks attempted to place the 31-year-old man in a police vehicle to take him to the Georgetown Public Hospital, a large crowd gathered and started to behave in a hostile manner towards the police. Residents are saying the story is far from the truth and shared their version of the events.
There was lying, he didn't have no gun. They didn't even empty. They didn't even explain themselves empty by themselves nothing. They just roll up there and start shooting. You're not freeze nothing. Was plain clothes too. There was a short pants, normal clothes, just like us.
Then after we hear bow, bow, bow. So then I come out to the yard and I run up the road. When I run up the road, it was two cars. Was a white car and the other one was a silver grey car. The silver grey car was at 4th Street corner and the other car was in front of a part my cousin was sitting down. When I go in the yard, my cousin was on the ground lie down. And I tried to pick him up and tell him, my yard don't shoot he, take him to the station, take him to the hospital. And one of the police went over him and hollering, don't touch him, don't touch him. Left you right there. So he said, man, he bleeding a lot. Yeah, pick him up, let him go at the hospital. He said, yeah, don't get me effing vexed, you know, and he started to shoot up in the air. So I started to video him and he lashed the phone out of my hand.
Just roll up by people's place and just shooting up on these things. These people are always tormenting with family. It's not now these people tormenting with family. It's long these people tormenting with family.
These men like they come for kill this man, because the man up on the ground, lie down, and this man still over. This man going to shoot the man. If this man murder didn't go and jump in front of this man, the police are going to shoot this man. More of these people come for murder this man, is right? When the police roll up and they're shooting at this man, two more man run, so the police hit fire. This is why you want the camera for this footage, the footage for this camera here, so you can see good what's going on.
It was related by the police that persons in the crowd managed to take the 31-year-old resident away from the ranks, place him in a white Oxio motor car bearing registration number PAD 7596 and attempting to escape the scene. The ranks called for assistance and a team from the Tactical Services Unit responded and attempted to apprehend the 31-year-old Agricola man.
And when I go outside and I turn and say, I talked to another CID officer and I turn and say, my cousin bleeding a lot, my yalla, we get a chance to take him to the hospital. He then go into the yard and tell the other CID officer, let's show Kaisha family at the hospital. And there's how come we get to bring him out. The CID officer, them, they ain't come behind we or nothing. We end up going to the neighbor and we beg him. The boy didn't even want it to come out. We end up begging him for let him go to the hospital, and then a set of police come, must be about like 7 or 6 out of van. They pull up, block off the road. The boy can't get a pass to take him out to the hospital. And then one of the officers, he come out with the uniform and hollering, yeah, come out the car, yeah, come out the car. Don't let this car pass or go nowhere, come out the car. So I said, man, this boy bleeding so bad. He bleeding bad. He said, well, let me put you over in this vehicle and get for carry them and want to move the vehicle for we pass.
At this point, a male who was among the hostile crowd, armed with a cutlass, rushed towards one of the police officers and attempted to chop him. The officer discharged a round in his direction, which hit him on his left ankle. However, residents are saying that the man who was shot in the ankle is of an unsung mind.
Then he had a mad boy was on the corner. He was talking up. And everybody keep telling them, this boy mad. When you tell the boy now, come, the boy ain't come, the boy run. They shoot you up. If you see shots out, they shoot you up. End up shooting a junkie. It had children on the road. They say everybody got for hollering for the little children them.
The police statement stated that the two injured men were escorted to the Georgetown Public Hospital, where they are receiving treatment on the police guard. The firearm found in the 31-year-old possession was processed. The magazine was ejected from the firearm and it contained 12 rounds of 9mm ammunition. Investigations are ongoing.
Extra lime, lemon, and you will agree. Extra lemon and lime, it's the two combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime. Extra. And when we drinking, drink extra. And when we drinking, drink extra. When we drinking, drink extra. Hey, well if you're in the party or line, I don't like it from the first time. When you see the two, they combine. It's a drink and taste, you will never decline. Extra lemon and lime, it's the two combined. Extra lemon and lime. Extra lemon and lime. Taste the citrus in every sip.
One of the things that would distinguish us from the other guys is our advancement in technology when it comes to security. We've been able to actually go ahead and provide home security service, and drone service, among the other service that would have significantly contributed to securing society as a whole.
Talks between the Ministry of Education and the Guyana Teachers Union are at a standstill, with both sides standing their ground. This is the third time the two sides are meeting, and according to GTU President Dr. Mark Light, no progress was made at today's meeting with the Chief Labour Officer.
If you have seen this statement put out today, there are two critical issues that we highlighted. One would have been the interim payout, which gives a safety net for teachers who have taken a stand with the union, and the second one being the timeline. So we haven't really made any progress today. Well, we've wasted two and a half hours today, I would say, or more, little more than that. So Yes, today was absolutely not a productive day.
Dr. Light said the union's position remains fixed. Further, he stated that the union will not compromise on an interim 20% across the board payment to be made immediately.
Now, given our experience in the recent past, we can't compromise on that.
What is
That-
the situation? Go ahead. You said you kind of.
The interim payment is critical to bringing the situation to normalcy. What it is an interim in lieu of the negotiation. So it's like an advance. Whenever the negotiations are completed, then that advance is then taken into consideration. So let's say we got a 20%, and the negotiations prove to be 40%, then the government will only pay the additional 20%. So that gives a safety net that they're going to be serious about the process. We have seen, the process not being genuinely pursued, and that's what we're guarding against.
Light said the response from teachers across the country has been very good and is impacting the system. The Ministry of Education has decided to cancel the end-of-year exams for students in the public education sector. Meanwhile, no other date was set for a meeting between the two sides.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
What are you doing? Igloo ice cream. You know it's good.
Overcoming addiction is no walk in the park, and those who are providing help have to have the passion to work in such a facility, says Samantha Young, the founder of Phoenix Recovery. Phoenix Recovery Inc. is a privately owned rehabilitation center located at 90 Block CC, Monrepo, East Coast, Demerara. Over the past 24 years, Phoenix Recovery has made a name for itself by providing help to persons with substance misuse disorder. She said over the years, they have seen tremendous success.
Most of the clients coming to our facility are being treated for alcohol, crack cocaine, marijuana, few cases of molly, ecstasy, and other substances that are now available. Few cases of those. But the largest numbers are for marijuana and alcohol. And what we have sometimes is what we call multiple use. So, in other words, a person admitted may use the primary substance, maybe crack cocaine, and they also use marijuana or alcohol, right? So they do dual, we call it dual diagnosis or dual usage, right? So over the years, and I can say, we have seen tremendous success. We have seen cases of persons being able to return to their family, their home, their working world. Some have migrated. We've had a few clients who passed over the years. And the fact of life is that there will always be relapses because some people come into rehab may not get it right in 5 times, 10 times, maybe never, but that hope is still there.
Young said Phoenix had clients ranging from ages 13 to 75, and no 2 days are the same.
Initially, before I met my late husband, our family never knew that addiction was a disease or a condition. We saw it like many other families out there that, oh, this is a bad choice. And so let them deal with their choices or the consequences of their choices. But after I met my husband, he helped me to understand this is a medical condition, and if not properly treated so often, it results in even mental conditions, which we have had to deal with simultaneously. We've had intakes of clients ranging from ages 13 to 75. And to date, while there's a lot of young people using drugs, our numbers are not so high with the younger age range, but I would say the middle age, between that 20-45 age group. And so the challenge of dealing with that is that in most cases, when we have a group of clients working with, 80 and more percentage of those individuals have what we call dual diagnosis. And they may have very often 75% of those cases are induced psychosis. And so you're dealing with two things here. You're dealing with what is your primary function or objective to help those with substance misuse disorder, and on the other hand, you're tasked with mental illness.
The Phoenix Recovery Inc. was birthed by Samantha and her late husband Clarence Young. She said her late husband had a history of addiction, and when he passed in 2017, she took up the mantle fully.
I made a promise that I will continue his work and his legacy. Not because this was my will, but it's what was really needed in Guyana at the time and still today. And I can say that over that 7-year period, I have seen a maximum of 150 persons, both men and women, would have accessed help at Phoenix Recovery Project.
She credited her staff for their love, commitment, and skill of multitasking. She noted that while her mission is to save all, like the great surgeon, every case cannot be restored, but they remain optimistic. Phoenix Recovery provides rehabilitation-focused residential treatment, aftercare, and family therapy. The mission of Phoenix is encouraging change of people with substance abuse problems, one person at a time. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.